If you think high volume push-ups are easy, give this workout a shot and you'll change your mind real fast. We're gonna start with the basic push-up, 4x25, and then we move on to other variations in a pre-exhausted state. As you can see by the title, we'll be hitting 500 reps of push-ups a day. The whole trick is to manipulate the sets and reps and variations so that it feels much more difficult than it actually is. It's not some, hey, do 3 sets to failure on a push-up and leave the gym. No, we're going hard. We're blasting the volume to such an extent that you'll be sore for days, or at least every 48 hours, because the truth is that you can do this workout at a high frequency. This is prisoner style, man. So if you're gonna keep it basic, no deficit handstand push-ups, no one-arm pull-ups, no variations that put you at a higher percentage, well, you gotta make up for it with a crazy total workload. And this is exactly what we're doing over here. This is only the warm-up, but everything has been systematically planned. We kind of ramp up the variations and go back down. We're riding the roller coaster of push-up variations, and you'll understand why this workout is so challenging in a short amount of time. So here we got the final set. One thing I want to tell you guys is that you don't necessarily have to lock out. Many prisoners don't have perfect form, just saying. Not saying that's a criteria for optimal programming, but you can leave a little bend in the elbow if you choose to. And you don't have to have a perfect posterior pelvic tilt. Like, you're not a calisthenics athlete. You're just banging this out, trying to get a crazy pump in the chest, shoulders, and tries. Now that you got your first 100 reps in, we're gonna hit some inclines, 3 sets of 33. Okay, now I want you to elevate your feet on a chair, sofa, plow box, whatever's available in your house, and start banging out these incline push-ups. These are already more difficult than the standard style, but we're doing 3 sets of 33. So again, getting 100 reps. Actually, on your final set, you have to do another rep. For this variation, you'll feel your shoulders a little bit more, and the range of motion is slightly deeper. Now, you gotta be careful with the form, and I made this mistake myself. So one thing I could tell you to do is increase the rest intervals. I'm gonna say 2 to 5 minutes between each set. Otherwise, you can end up like this on the final set, where your arch is getting out of hand. So this was not a clean set. It is what it is, but I'm just telling you to avoid this problem. Again, not a huge deal in terms of training effect, but we want to keep at an incline, minimize that flat action, all right? And also, if you're getting really tired, you can widen out that grip to reduce the range of motion. Okay, now we're back to the floor, 5 sets of 20 with a close grip. It could be diamond or a little bit wider than that. Just don't go past shoulder width apart. Now we're doing a slightly harder variation. So the way it works is we began with the standard push-up, which was a warm-up. Pretty easy stuff. Then it was incline, which is a step above, but it was reps of 33. Now it's close grip off the floor, 5x20, which is high sets, high reps, but done in a feasible fashion. Because if I were to ask you to do reps of 25 to 30, you might not be able to on this particular style at this part of the workout, given the exhaustion and all that. So the whole point is to plan everything such that we're getting more out of our body weight. Everything feels much more difficult. So this is going to be the final variation that's actually a true full range of motion, where we're doing a standard push-up. After that, it's going to get easier. So we're doing easier styles, but now those easier versions are harder. So that's what I mean by riding the roller coaster. It's not me telling you to do 5 sets of 100 on a regular push-up or bang out these super ugly reps, because if I were to just recommend one style, that's exactly what's going to happen. The form's going to go to garbage, and I don't want that for you guys. So I kept it feasible. I kept it realistic. You can do this workout. You don't need to have a crazy strong 1 rep max bench. Certainly that helps. By this point, we're in the lower percentages anyway. So it comes down to your mindset, your willpower. Do you have the drive to complete the session? And I'm telling you right now, if you take your time, you will complete this workout. So don't stress. We're in this together, right? I'm filming these workouts. I want to show you that this is actually possible. Because some people look at the title like, whoa, 500 reps, how is that even going to happen? No, you take your time, one movement at a time, and reap the rewards. So again, tuck those elbows in, really drive that blood into the tries. You're going to love this very much, and as you can see, I'm starting to struggle. So that's when you know it's working. Now it's time for some decline push-ups. You could use 2 chairs, get a really deep stretch in the pecs. Now we're doing the decline push-ups, but off a slight deficit. Now you can use 2 chairs, it'll get the job done. Now I selected 10 sets of 10 because you won't be able to do more reps than that. Your body's going to be too exhausted, especially the triceps. But I wanted you to get that extra stretch in the pecs, because I feel like some variations didn't maximize that. And with this, we can really get a nice stretch reflex in, but it won't be too exhausting. So 10 by 10 with low rest intervals. Now, I know I just told you to keep the rest a little bit higher, but not for this. 10 by 10, no more than a minute of rest. We should be able to bang these out every 30 seconds, realistically speaking. So just get it in, and also try to push your body forward, not away from the plow boxes. Otherwise, you're leveraging it in a way that's much easier. So I'm not telling you to do pseudo planche push-ups. I don't want you to lean all the way forward. Like, I'm clearly not doing that. But think of it in your mind, that mind-muscle connection, if you will. Push a bit forward rather than backwards. You'll know what I mean when you start doing this exercise. So again, you're going to love the way this feels. The pecs should light up quite nicely. Feel free to turn out those plow boxes or chairs, whatever you got, if you want to reduce the wear and tear on your shoulders. Some guys, they prefer having the hands a little bit tilted. So just a little pro tip right there. And also with the lower back, you don't want to be arching it too much or having your butt up completely in the air. Try to get your feet as stretched back as possible. And that's all I can really say for this exercise. If you're really, really strong, feel free to do standard deficit push-ups where your feet are elevated. But I think for most of you watching this video, this version should suffice. So we ramped up the difficulty. Now it's back down to the easy stuff. And the next variation, I think you'll be even more shocked. So I filmed 7 sets for this. Actually, one of them was not recorded, and the other 2 were a really, really bad angle. So I apologize for that, but you have my word that I completed this, okay? Like, this is the easiest part. Last exercise, we're doing close grip push-up off the knees. I think you'll be shocked at how difficult these are. Tricep burn is insane, I'm telling you. All right, we now hit the final part of the workout, which is the easiest variation, but guess what? The most difficult aspect of everything that we've done today. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be the hardest part of the workout because we're already 400 reps in. Like, the triceps are exhausted. We did full range of motion. We splashed the shoulders. We did all the hard stuff already. So by this point, it's tough. It's really, really, really hard. And I have to rest pause it like crazy. None of these sets were done easily. And I had to rest quite a bit as well. Like, it took some pushing through mentally and physically. You're going to see. It's pretty much failure on every single set. My triceps were absolutely dead. They were cramping. It was a sensation that I hadn't felt in a really long time. Like, even more than when I do bench press with chains and stuff like that. So when you do this exercise, again, try to push forward rather than away. Although I know it's hard at this part. And drive it with the tries. Like, bring your elbows into your armpits, if that makes sense. Like, bro, it's so hard. And in regards to the knees, you want to lean your body forward a little bit. Don't have your knees all the way back. Otherwise, you're just leveraging in a way that's much more easy. So we're trying to maintain that forward posture, but without having the feet down. That tricep burn is unreal. So here's the 4th set. At this point, I'm just dying, man. Like, it's unbelievable what a simple exercise can do. Like, I have to pause at the bottom. I'm taking my time. I'm resting a little bit. It's just too exhausting. And you'll probably be experiencing the same thing. Like, no joke. Out of everything we did today, this was definitely the hardest part because of fatigue. And that's exactly what I've been telling you guys all this time. Bodyweight training can become difficult, even with high volume, if you approach things the right way. So it took a lot of reps to get to this point, but we did it. We hit the level of complete exhaustion on the easiest variation. So that's all I'm trying to say, man. So here's the final set. Extremely difficult. Basically, we're going to be at 475 total with this, right? So then we got to do an extra one with a regular grip, which actually gives the triceps a little bit of a break too. I want to show you the intensity that goes into this. I want to show you what's possible with knee push-ups. Now finish strong, 25 reps, regular grip, and you're done. Rest positive if you have to. Okay, this is it. Finish it, guys. You know you could do it. Believe in yourself. And your body will transform through calisthenics and little home workouts. So that's the high volume prisoner style segment, man. I was really inspired by Herschel Walker, the Great Gamma, and all kinds of other guys online who have talked about their experiences training in a similar fashion. So this is my little twist on it. Again, there's workouts that are even harder where you're doing 1,000 reps, or it's broken up with even more difficult variations. So consider this the first installment of just push-ups. And that's it. That's all I can really say, man. Like, you could see I'm struggling. It really hit that point where I had nothing left. Like, when you're struggling to do regular push-ups off the knees, that's when you know it's done. Times where I get tired, you should get tired too, because that's just the nature of it, the way it's structured. So give it a shot, and that's it. For anyone who completed this, great job. Did it, guys. 500 rep push-up workout. Whew. You gotta try this out. So there you have it, guys. That's a 500 rep push-up workout. Give it a shot and let me know how your chest, shoulders, and triceps feel the next day. So stay tuned for more workout videos and enjoy the gains.